Right, so we're going to talk about healing crystal grids. These can be a powerful tool for you to use if you find you need a little bit of a better direction, maybe for your life, for your career, your goals, your desires. Crystal grids can be used for lots of different things. They can be used to help creativity, for success in your home, your life, your work, your spirituality. Can help with friendships, direction, wisdom, protection, grounding. Can help self-belief. It can also help give you a focus on where you might wish to be or where you wish to go. So the plan with this is to give you a little bit of an insight so that you can look at further videos of ones that maybe you want to build and create yourself. But you might just have an idea, you might have an intention of what you wish to do yourself. So just following along with this video should give you a little bit more guidance on being able to achieve that. So if there's something that you wish to manifest, you can use the power of a crystal healing grid to combine the power of those stones, which will then build what we call like an energetic map, which will then help guide your intention. It will move you along in the way forward that you need to do by putting your focus into the power of those crystals. So there's different types of grids that you can create. You can just create a grid of crystals on their own, in their own placement, or you can also use the power of sacred geometry. There's lots of different shapes that you can place your crystals on, which will give your crystal grid that added power, that added bonus of the sacred geometry. So for things like the seeds of life or the flower of life, that particular shape will help with manifesting, will help with you achieving what you wish to desire. The shape of a circle can help with protection, can help if you find your home just needs a little bit more of a boost. If it's the area that you're working in where you have a lot of energies coming in and out, maybe you just want to create that protection, give you that added extra there as well. The shape of a spiral. So a lovely spiral will help with your own personal growth, with the way you wish to go, will help with grounding. So again, if you find you meditate, you find that you wander off to lots of places, you find it hard to focus your mind on one thing, so then use the spiral. Use the shape of a triangle. The shape of a triangle can help with the mind, body and soul by keeping those three things in balance. And by keeping those three things in balance, you can help your own health, physically, emotionally, mentally and spiritually. It will also help by using the triangle to connect with your higher self. So if you find you're just losing a little bit of you, try and use that triangle in the shape of a crystal grid, and that will help you with that focus there. And then we've got like the cross. So the cross is a sign of protection again. It's a sign of you being given that added security that maybe that you need at the moment. Can also help using the cross with life adjustments. So if you're in a transition period with maybe your home life or maybe your work life, using a crystal grid with the shape of a cross can help just bring that focus back to where you need to go. So when you build your crystal grid, obviously you will have the stones, the different crystals, the gemstones that maybe you feel drawn to, or you're following a set pattern of one that you feel you wish to use. But as well as things like that, you can also add in things that are more personal to you. So maybe you've got a collection of feathers that have been around that you've picked up and that mean something to you. Maybe you've got some flowers in your garden that have a special meaning. So pick those, have those as well, or maybe dry them first so that they can keep on your crystal grid for longer. Shells that you may have collected. Again, they have a meaning to you, or even particular stones that you've collected. Jewellery. If you've got items of jewellery that you feel will help you focus on you moving forward, and maybe it's part of the question that you're asking about a particular person or a particular situation, then use jewellery that means something to you. When it comes to the particular crystals that you use, again, be drawn to what feels right for you. Have that connection. You can use tumble stones, the lovely smooth shaped perfect ones, or you can use rough points, clusters. You can use carved objects like angels or Buddhas, or if there's a particular animal shape that means something to you, use those. So the focus, the intention, the desire, the goal, whatever it is that is your main reason for creating that grid, what you then want to do when you're building your grid is to set yourself an intention. So to set an intention, you want to meditate, you want to think, you want to have a sentence written down or a statement, a goal, something that feels right for you. So use that, write that down. And then the idea behind your main crystal, which is going to be what we call your focus stone, it's going to be in the centre of your crystal grid. So your focus crystal, this is where you will put your intention. So this is where you would hold your crystal and you would just focus your energies into that. If you're Reiki trained, you can also Reiki each crystal as well, which will enhance the power of the crystal grid. So write down that statement, write down that sentence and place it underneath your focus stone on the crystal grid. Once you've done that, you then want to decide. So you want to decide on the shape that your crystal grid is going to be placed on. So when I mean the shape, I mean maybe the sacred geometry shape you wish to use, or maybe you just wish to use your own special area. You don't have to use a shape, but sometimes it can enhance the energies. So decide on that. Then you want to decide on the crystals that you're going to use. Maybe you're following another crystal grid and you already know what crystals you are going to use. So again, hold them, sit with them, put your intention into them, put your energies into them, and just think of that outcome that you're going to create. On most crystal grids, you have your focus stone in the middle. Around the outside, you have the stones that are going to help create the pathway to the desired result you wish for. And then the stones that tend to go around the outer edge of those ones are the ones that will be closely connected with your goal, with your intention of what you do think. So once you've chosen those crystals, what you then want to do is think of any extras that you might want. So extras as in flowers, feathers, jewellery, shells, stones, anything else that you feel is going to resonate with you in your crystal grid. So place them. So then once you've done that, the location. So the location of where you want to place your crystal grid. This will be dependent on your goal, your sentence, your statement, your intention of what you wish to achieve. So if it's related to the family, you generally want to place the crystal grids somewhere where you all tend to be together a lot of the time. If it's career based, it wants to be in your working area, whether it's in an office that you can place it, or whether it's just in an area in your home where you feel most connected with your work. If it's to help you internally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, then somewhere that you feel connected with in your home, somewhere that feels right for you. So you would then place it in the relevant area that feels right for you. Then once you've done that, you want to cleanse all of the crystals and you want to dedicate them again. So continue that connection with them, holding them. Cleansing them can be through the use of water. Just please make sure that they can be cleansed in water because there's certain crystals that can't. You can cleanse them with the use of sound. So if you've got any Tibetan bells, a singing bowl, you've got a drum, you can cleanse them using that way as well. Or just hold them in your hand, and just imagine pure white light coming through and into those crystals, just so that you can cleanse. Charge them with Reiki. If you're lucky enough to be near a full moon, place them under the moon so that you can also have them charged with the lovely lunar energies. Then once you've done that, you want to place those crystals into the shape of your grid. So if you feel you know how you want to place them, do, or just follow one of the other videos that eventually you will be able to access on here. Or if you've got a book, follow them in a book. So place them where you need to and where you feel right. Once you've done that, you then need to activate your crystal grid. And to activate your crystal grid, you can use a clear quartz wand. If you've got a point that feels right for you, use that. And the best way to do that is to direct the energy through you with the wand and direct it to the cluster, to the focus stone, or the point that maybe you've got in the middle of your crystal grid. And then just activate by drawing out and back in from each crystal back to your focus stone at the beginning. I will be posting up videos of different crystal grids that you can do, and hopefully this has been of some help to you and you will enjoy creating crystal grids to help you move forward in the best way for you.